What's up? What's up? What's up? Man, long day, another long day. Time is it? It's 10:30 here. Just got out of class at 10:06. Made it back to the room, and man, just so many thoughts going through my head today on so many different things. I know my family buried my uncle yesterday, and so that was something that was having an impact on me and affecting me in a way that I didn't expect. Um, I mean, I'm surrounded by some phenomenal people. As a 17-year-old, she said that she's a working actress and or working actor, since they don't distinguish between actor and actress anymore. Everybody's just an actor. So I mean, that's been a few years now. But she's a working actor out in L.A. So she's here doing her thing. I haven't seen her perform yet, so she didn't get a chance to go. She'll go, I guess, tomorrow in class, in acting technique class. We have that every day, and so, but we have scene study twice a week, and so that's the class that we're coming from right now. Is our scene study class. That's the scenes that we were working on. They assigned us or whatever, and they partnered us up, and we have time throughout each day for like tutorials and rehearsals. It's a hour block that's set aside every single day, so that we can get into the space or whatever and rehearse. And so yeah, so I mean I've been doing that. I did rehearsal in the space twice this week. Then I met with my scene partner at the in the dining hall, and we ran lines or whatever as well. So just some things that I was thinking about, man, is I mean, this program is really helping me identify some things that are insecurities. Excuse me. Some insecurities that I have about myself, and how my worldview, or my personal view, right? How I see things. And so there's some insecurities that are popping up or whatever for me. Just and I say insecurities because I'm the feelings were always there. Being here is just a way of tapping into some of those things from an emotional state. I'm generally someone who's more reserved when it comes to emotion. I don't really cry and shed tears and things like that or whatever. And so just allowing myself to be open while I'm here, and not to be closed off so much emotionally. And yeah, like I say, things are affecting me in ways that I didn't expect. What else? I was able to see a few people perform today. I performed again today. Did much better than than this past Monday. The instructor, he gave me 2 compliments on my performance. He really spent a lot of time working with me. And so, I mean, I appreciate the work. I appreciate the feedback. Some things he was trying to get me to identify, and I couldn't really put it into words, but once he told me what it was, I just wrote it down in my journal. And so I was like, I got it right here. Like, I just wrote it down. And so I couldn't articulate it and put it into words, but I mean, to speak it, thinking about it, but I'd already thought about it and processed it and wrote it down in my journal. And so he told me I'm being too hard on myself. I'm overanalyzing things, which I know that's what I do. Identifying the 8 archetypes of the LeBron method. And so I guess me personally categorizing myself, identifying myself as what they call a presser. You have to go and look that up. Laban, Laban, exercises or Laban movement activities. It's 8 of them. And so one of the things he was saying, the instructor tonight, which is always our scene study instructor, is Joby. Um, and so he said he graduated from Yale School of Drama with his master's, so the MFA program, about 8 years ago. And he was saying like everything is still very vivid for him, and it feels like 2 years for him. Like it feels like he only graduated maybe 2 years ago, but it's been 8 years ago. He's done, Broadway shows and things, and to have him, just to watch him coach is very refreshing. I'm taking, writing a lot of stuff down that he's saying, just because it resonates with me, and I can take that information, back into my classroom for my students. So it's great. I mean, I'm here for professional development. I'm learning a lot, and yeah. So what else? Just the process. He told me I'm being too hard on myself. He understands where I'm coming from, and he was telling me that, one of his acting teachers or whatever had told him, as well as, so many other performers, that I guess we all go, or a lot of us go through the same thing. And so that overanalyzing things and processing in a way. So he was like, don't beat myself up, and that's what I've been doing. I kind of been a little down the last few days because of that, not being where I want to be as far as like with my lines, having them word perfect, word by word, line by line, saying them, making the delivery, like delivering the line to my partner, and I would process that line in my head before I deliver it, and then that would mess me up. And so he did an exercise with me that really, he was like Jiminy Cricket, and so I didn't have to be Jiminy Cricket. He was that conscious, talking, what is it that your character want, and what are you trying to say? How do you want your partner to feel? And so all these different things that, I normally do in my head, and that's what blocks me from, memorizing the lines correctly, trying to say the line exactly the way that the playwright wrote it. Not omitting anything, not adding anything to it, but just delivering it and saying it exactly how it was written, which is known as being word perfect, and that's something that I've always strived for. That's something that that's something that I teach, my students, to work that way. And it's tough, it's tough. And but the people who can do it, they're great. Like, I mean, they're amazing performers in my perspective. But he was telling me, like, stop beating myself up over it, and just kind of just let myself be free, right? Let myself be free. I don't know how many pages of notes that I've written since I've been here, but I know it's been a lot. And I bought a bigger journal because my intention was to put everything into the bigger journal. I'm taking 6 classes, right? So basically classes from 8:45 in the morning. We have warm up, and then we go, like I say, we went tonight till 10 o'clock. So, and that's typical. So, I mean, it's very intense. We have time where we walking from one class to the other class. It might be a 10-minute walk, or it might be a 15-minute walk. But as soon as we walking in the door, we, taking a seat, either we taking out our journal and getting ready to take notes and be active and engage in the assignment, or we have our journal close, it's nearby, but we're active, we're moving. All the clothes, or a lot of the clothes that I brought, I could have left a lot of that stuff at home. I haven't worn pretty much majority of the clothes that I brought. Every single day that I've been here, I've pretty much been, no socks, just barefoot in class, whether it be voice class, definitely movement class, improv, acting technique, scene study. I mean, I've been barefoot. I probably wore socks the first day when I got here, and I probably wore them one other day since I've been here. But every day has just kind of been shorts and a t-shirt, and like barefoot. If you know, I got flip flops, like my shower shoes or whatever. I bought a pair of shoes from Walmart. That was some slide-ons or whatever. So yeah, just I mean, I'm having a good time, man. I guess like everybody, you know, you go through your ups and your downs or whatever, but I'm having a good time. I mean, like I say, that was a few days where I was kind of down and beating myself up over some things or whatever, and some things that's out of my control, right? The death of my uncle. I mean, he'll be missed, definitely, right? My Uncle Harold, Dr. Harold Stafford, right? He was a pharmacist, and, you know, I didn't see him often, but when I did see him, I really enjoyed his company, sitting down with him, listening to him tell stories, just like my grandfather, right? He's my grandfather's brother. So, you know, he'll definitely be missed. I mean, I talked to my girl, and she was telling me, you know, Faquita, she was telling me that it was like standing room only, and they had an overflow, and I mean, so his service was, you know, huge. A lot of people were there, you know, just the impact and the lives that he touched. I mean, you know, words can't explain. So, but I mean, you know, man, I think that's where I'm gonna leave it. So, thanks for tuning in and you know, watching the videos. And again, I'll continue to update every day. Just my experience here at Yale University, Yale Summer Session 2018, Conservatory for Actors. So, peace.